Stanzas from the Grande Chartreuse. Through alpine meadows soft suffused with rain, where thick the crocus blows, past the dark forges long disused, the mule track from St. Laurent goes. The bridge is crossed, and slow we ride through forest up the mountainside. The autumnal evening darkens round, the wind is up and drives the rain, while hark, far down with strangled sound, doth the dead Guer's stream complain, where the wet smoke among the woods over his boiling cauldron broods. Swift rush the spectral vapors white, past limestone scars with ragged pines, showing, then blotting from our sight. Halt, through the cloud drift something shines. High in the valley, wet and drear, the huts of Courerie appear. "Strike leftward," cries our guide, and higher mounts up the stony forest way. At last the encircling trees retire. Look, through the showery twilight gray, what pointed roofs are these advance? A palace of the kings of France? Approach, for what we seek is here. Alight and sparely sup, and wait for rest in this outbuilding near. Then cross the sward and reach that gate. Knock, past the wicket, thou art come to the Carthusians' world-famed home. The silent courts, where night and day, into their stone-carved basins cold, the splashing icy fountains play, the humid corridors behold, where, ghost-like in the deepening night, cowled forms brush by in gleaming white. The chapel, where no organs peal, invest the stern and naked prayer. With penitential cries they kneel and wrestle, rising then, with bare and white uplifted faces stand, passing the host from hand to hand. Each takes, and then his visage wan is buried in his cowl once more. The cells, the suffering Son of Man, upon the wall, the knee-worn floor, and where they sleep, that wooden bed, which shall their coffin be when dead. The library, where tract and tome, not to feed priestly pride are there, to hymn the conquering march of Rome, nor yet to amuse as ours are. They paint of souls the inner strife, their drops of blood, their death in life. The garden, overgrown yet mild, see fragrant herbs are flowering there, strong children of the alpine wild, whose culture is the brethren's care. Of human tasks they're only one, and cheerful works beneath the sun. Those halls too, destined to contain each its own pilgrim host of old, from England, Germany, or Spain, are all before me. I behold the house, the brotherhood austere, and what am I, that I am here? For rigorous teachers seized my youth, and purged its faith, and trimmed its fire, showed me the high, white star of truth, there bade me gaze, and there aspire. Even now their whispers pierce the gloom. What dost thou in this living tomb? Forgive me, masters of the mind, at whose behest I long ago, so much unlearnt, so much resigned. I come not here to be your foe. I seek these anchorites, not in ruth, to curse and to deny your truth. Nor as their friend or child I speak, but as, on some far northern strand, thinking of his own gods, a Greek in pity and mournful awe might stand before some fallen runic stone, for both were faiths, and both are gone. Wandering between two worlds, one dead, the other powerless to be born, with nowhere yet to rest my head, like these on earth I wait forlorn. Their faith, my tears, the world deride, I come to shed them at their side. Oh, hide me in your gloom profound, ye solemn seats of holy pain. Take me, cowled forms, and fence me round, till I possess my soul again, till free my thoughts before me roll, not chafed by hourly false control. For the world cries your faith is now but a dead time's exploded dream. My melancholy, ciolus say, is a past mode, an outworn theme. And if the world had ever had a faith, or ciolus been stad, if it be past, take away, at least, the restlessness, the pain. Be man henceforth no more a prey to these outdated stings again. The nobleness of grief is gone. Leave us not the fret alone. But, if you cannot give us ease, last of the race of them who grieve, here leave us to die out with these, last of the people who believe. Silent will years engrave the brow, silent, the best are silent now. Achilles ponders in his tent, the kings of modern thought are dumb. Silent they are, though not content, and wait to see the future come. They have the grief man had of yore, but they contend and cry no more. Our fathers watered with their tears this sea of time whereon we sail. Their voices were in all men's ears who passed within their puissant hail. Still the same ocean round us raves, but we stand mute and watch the waves. For what availed it, all the noise and outcry of the former men? Say, have their sons achieved more joys? Say, is life lighter now than then? The sufferers died, they left their pain, the pangs which tortured them remain. What helps it now that Byron bore, with haughty scorn, which mocked the smart, through Europe to the Aetolian shore, the pageant of his bleeding heart, that thousands counted every groan, and Europe made his woe her own? What boots it, Shelley, that the breeze carried thy lovely wail away, musical through Italian trees, which fringe thy soft blue Spesian bay? Inheritors of thy distress, have restless hearts one throb the less? Or are we easier to have read, O Obermann, the sad, stern page, which tells us how thou hidst thy head from the fierce tempest of thine age, in the lone breaks of Fontainebleau, or chalets near the Alpine snow? Ye slumber in your silent grave, the world which for an idle day grace to your mood of sadness gave, long since hath flung her weeds away. The eternal trifler breaks your spell, but we learnt your lore too well. Years hence, perhaps, may dawn an age, more fortunate, alas, than we, which without hardness will be sage, and gay without frivolity. Sons of the world, O speed those years! But while we wait, allow our tears. Allow them. We admire with awe the exulting thunder of your race. You give the universe your law. You triumph over time and space. Your pride of life, your tireless powers, we laud them, but they are not ours. We are like children reared in shade, beneath some old world abbey wall, forgotten in a forest glade, and secret from the eyes of all. Deep, deep the greenwood round them waves, their abbey and its close of graves. But where the road runs near the stream, oft through the trees they catch a glance of passing troops in the sun's beam, pennon and plume and flashing lance. Forth to the world those soldiers fare, to life, to cities, and to war. And through the wood, another way, faint bugle notes from far are borne, where hunters gather, staghounds bay, round some fair forest lodge at morn. Gay dames are there, in sylvan green, laughter and cries, those notes between. The banners flashing through the trees make their blood dance and chain their eyes. That bugle music of the breeze arrests them with a charmed surprise. Banner by turns and bugle woo. Ye shy recluses, follow too. O children, what do ye reply? Action and pleasure will ye roam through these secluded dells to cry and call us? But too late ye come, too late for us your call ye blow, whose bent was taken long ago. Long since we pace this shadowed nave, we watch those yellow tapers shine, emblems of hope over the grave, in the high altar's depth divine. The organ carries to our ear its accents of another sphere, fenced early in this cloistral round of reverie, of shade, of prayer. How should we grow in other ground? How can we flower in foreign air? Pass, banners, pass, and bugles cease, and leave our desert to its peace.